I wanted to go anywhere I could for baseball, and what was going to be a good fit for, you know, my family, my spiritual growth, me becoming a man, you know, and you know, kind of through that process, I bet we sent out 50 videos, hundreds of emails, anything I could do to play at the next level. It had always been a dream of mine to go. And I had talked to, there was a small school in Virginia that had called me a little bit, and then I talked to Coach Forehand, who was here, and he wanted to set up a workout. And you know, I had never really heard of Trevecca before that. You know, being from Dixon, I didn't know much about it. And then we came up and worked out for him. It went well, and he offered me, I believe it was about a week after that, and I canceled my visit with another school. I knew right from the get-go that Trevecca was a place I wanted to be, and that Coach Forehand was the exact type of coach that I wanted to play for. Well, I was here for 5 years. I redshirted my first year. I knew going into the fall, you know, that was probably going to be a possibility. I mean, I could see right off the get-go that I probably wasn't going to be an impact type guy. You know, I had a long ways to go, maturing off the field and on the field. I needed to hone in my craft as a left-handed pitcher. I needed to do a lot of things to be able to help our team out, and I wasn't ready for that. So Coach Forehand talked to me about redshirting about right after fall practice my freshman year, and I kind of knew it was coming. I was all for that. I needed it. It gave me a chance to watch how some of these successful pitchers in our program, how they, you know, how they carried themselves every day, what made them successful, and I just tried to watch that for, you know, for 2 years. My second year, I only pitched in I think it was like 7 innings or something pretty minor like that, and you know, I started getting pretty frustrated about, you know, the lack of innings, and when that year ended, my second year, I kind of made the decision that you know, this was going to be a time that I redevoted myself and really, you know, figured some things out and put in the extra work so that I could make an impact for our team. And then I came back the next year, my junior year, and that's when my innings started, you know, jumping up. I think my third year here, I think I threw like 60 innings, and the next year was 80 and 100. So it just, you know, after 2 years not playing, you know, it took a lot of, I had to really reevaluate myself and what I was doing, and make some changes, and that's whenever I did. Man, those are my brothers. You know, that hits close to home talking about those guys. You know, you can't describe what the locker room's like to people who aren't a part of it. I mean, we're together literally 6-7 days a week for 60 hours. I mean, you're on the road together, you're at morning lifts together, you're doing conditioning together, you get in trouble together, and you have to run together. You know, you go through a lot of, you know, when you're 18 to 21, you go through a lot of life things, and pretty pivotal time of your life, you know. And we were always there to help each other through those. You know, those guys are my brothers, and to this day, I could call just about any of them, and they'd be there for me, and I like to think that they could do the same for me. Well, Coach Forehand is the reason that I do what I do today. He created an environment and an atmosphere that was really special to us, and he brought energy every day. He brought out the best in us. You know, he's probably not only the best coach I've ever been around, but he's also probably one of the best men I've ever been around. And he genuinely cared about us as players, and to this day, that's what I try to, you know, treat my players the way he treated me. And that was, you know, I know a lot of guys that played college baseball at different schools, and you know, they definitely didn't have you know, the coach that really cared about them and bought into them as a person more than as a baseball player like he did. Pitching coach wise, I had 3 different pitching coaches in my time here. I had Kevin Height my first 3 years. He was amazing. You know, he taught me a lot. He's at Cumberland now, so I got to compete against him late in my career, which was always bittersweet. We have a really good relationship now, but he really helped me grow as a pitcher from a mental aspect. He helped me to mental toughness. He helped me to learn how to dissect swings, how to approach hitters. And then my next pitching coach was Taylor Childers. I had him for 1 year, and he really came in my junior year and made a lot of changes in my delivery, my approach. He really had a new school approach to pitching, and I made my most significant jumps in that 1 year with him. I was typically a low 80s guy that just kind of painted and picked spots, and then he came in. He really changed my approach, got me to be a lot more aggressive, and added a lot of velocity to me. And he's a big reason why I had a really successful junior and senior year. And then my senior year was Jonathan Burton, and he did a great job too. He was a former teammate of mine, and then he came in and he really did a good job of kind of letting the seniors, take ownership in our staff, and he really helped guide us along the way. And he was kind of a good mixture of both. He was there to bounce ideas off of. He was open to our suggestions, and he also really knew what he was talking about, and he helped us a lot along the way. In between my my junior and senior year, I went out and played baseball in Colorado in a summer league. And while I was out there, I had kind of heard that Coach Forehand, there was a chance he might be leaving. And I got a call from Coach Forehand while I was at my host family's. We were having a lunch together, and I knew exactly what it was when I saw my phone ring. And he told me, he said, "Hey, I've got this opportunity. I'm going to take it." I hated to see him go, but I was really happy for him for the opportunity he had. But then, I'm a couple of thousand miles away from home. I don't know what's going on, back here. That was a big stress for me, and it started taking a toll. And then I had been talking to Coach Collins a little bit kind of along the way. And then finally, about a month or so after that, he called me and told me he was in and he was going to be our guy. Just that was amazing for us. It really kept our team together with that, having a familiar face back. And he did a really good job. I feel like we had a really good senior class that year that had some good leadership qualities that he really trusted and kind of let us really run the team. And he was an amazing guy to play for my senior year. Trevecca is a great environment. The professors here are amazing. They genuinely care about you as a person and as a student and as an athlete. Like I said, when you're in college, you go through a lot of things in life that are pretty pivotal. And other than your coaches, you need some professors that can kind of help you along the way. And they were amazing. If you're struggling, they're very open to you coming up and talking to them. And what I tell our guys is, hey, look, whenever you come in, it's all about, you show them respect, and they're going to respect you and help you out the best they can. And that was definitely the case. The students here are amazing. The whole administration is, I have nothing but great things to say about Trevecca. So it's really easy for me when we have recruits on to tell them, my honest opinions about this place. It's a special place. There's no doubt about that. It's a really special place. When we had the meeting, I thought, well, this is just, Mark wants to kind of meet with the team, just talk a little, kind of put some closure on last year, some expectations on this year. I had no idea. I thought Clayton had made another really quality video for our guys, kind of get them pumped up a little bit. Then the video started kind of, flashing, and I saw a picture like that's a pretty good looking guy. That kind of looked like me. No, I'm joking. But I thought, well, that looked kind of like me, and then it showed up, and it's kind of it's kind of hard to explain. I've never really felt anything like that. Whenever it was going down, and Mark was talking about it, kind of, a flood of emotions kind of overcame me. 5 years hitting you all at once, and just everything kind of flashing up, and wow, completely humbled, blessed, honored. Never was it a goal of mine to, hey, I want to get in the Hall of Fame. What I wanted to do here was come in here and try to make our baseball team better, try to make Trevecca a good place, and try to grow here. And to be able to be, on that wall forever, man, that's pretty amazing. And then my wife was there, and she's been really supportive this whole time, and she was with me all through playing, all through coaching, and she's the backbone of why I get to do what I do, and she's a big reason of why I got in the Hall of Fame. And just to be able to share that moment with our current team and coaching staff and the athletic department was it was something really special, really special.